the United States military began major combat operations in Iran.
Something fundamental shifted in the Middle East today. For years, Israel and Iran have operated in a controlled hostility, fighting through proxies, cyber attacks, and deniable strikes. It was tense, dangerous, but calibrated. And that calibration has now broken. In a coordinated operation described as Operation Roaring Lion, the United States and Israel launched direct strikes inside Iran, targeting missile infrastructure, IRGC command structures, and nuclear research facilities in Tehran, Isfahan, and Qom. This was not symbolic, it was structural. The objective appears clear: move from containing Iran's military expansion to actively degrading it. Reports indicate impacts near districts associated with Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khamenei. The leadership was moved to secure locations, but the signal was unmistakable. This was no longer about pressure, it was about capability removal. Iran's response was also swift. Missile barrages toward Israel, strikes aimed at US positions across the Gulf, airspace is closing, militaries elevating readiness, civilians on both sides moving into shelters. But the significance of today is not just the exchange of fire. It is the collapse of a long-standing framework. For decades, the conflict between Israel and Iran operated under an unwritten rule: avoid direct, overt, state-to-state war. Escalation was managed through distance, and today that distance disappeared. What makes this moment even more consequential is the timing. Just days ago, nuclear talks in Oman suggested diplomacy was still functioning. Publicly, there was space for negotiation. Yet, Washington and Tel Aviv appear to have concluded that Iran was approaching a nuclear threshold and that delay increased strategic risk. Tehran calls this aggression. The US and Israel frame it as preemption. Now the region enters a new phase, one defined not by shadows but by declared action. The Strait of Hormuz, a lifeline for global energy markets, sits within range of escalation. Major powers are recalculating alliances. Oil markets are watching closely. The economic ripple effects may stretch far beyond the region. But beyond the geopolitics, the human reality is immediate. Families in Israel are in reinforced rooms. Parts of Tehran are under heightened security presence. The psychological threshold of direct confrontation has now been crossed. The shadow war is over. The era of deniability has ended. And what remains uncertain is scale. Does this remain a forceful but contained strategic exchange? Or does it widen into something that redraws regional alignments entirely? The escalation is real. The outcome is not yet decided. What are your thoughts? Do comment and let us know. And for more updates, stay tuned with India TV.